Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing another Plan As I Go spread. You guys really seemed to enjoy it last week, so I thought I would try it again. It was a lot of fun to film and plan that way, a little bit different than my normal Plan With Me videos. I pulled out all of the leftover stickers that I had in last week's Plan With Me. These were from blank slate stickers, and you guys can see there are a ton of them left. So really I'm going to focus on just trying to use those up. So it's almost like a use it up spread in my hourly. And then I also pulled out a ton of different washi. This is really useful in the hourly. And then of course I have my accordion file full of stickers off to the right here in case I need to pull from here. And I do have an updated sticker storage collection. I'll put a little card if you guys want to check that out. So let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is put down all of my orders. I just chose a couple different colors from my own shop. I like to keep track of all of the orders that I ship out each day. So you guys know this is mainly my Etsy planner, but it has been turning into a journal throughout the week. I like to keep track of all of my hours. I like to know exactly what I am doing throughout the day. So that is how I plan in the hourly, is from what I start doing in the morning and then what I finish doing in the evening. So the next thing I'm doing is putting down all of my social media stickers, because that's the next thing that I do. And then I have them all checked off as it goes. I typically get on Instagram a couple times a day because that's my favorite platform, besides YouTube, of course. So you guys will see I probably check that off almost every single day. So now I'm just moving off to my sidebar here. I do put down some washi to cover up the flag, but I end up tearing that up later on. You guys can see I'm struggling with the washi. I actually felt like I was kind of struggling with the first couple days this week, just getting back into the Plan As I Go groove, because it is only the second time doing this, so I haven't really found my groove in this planner yet, but I am finding it. So you guys can see I did pull up that washi, and now I'm putting down a little task reminder, and I think I might pull this one up as well later on as well. Oh, and then I also have a little sticker from Erin Condren's sticker book, and then I placed over it Happy Mail, because I do like to keep track of even the orders that I get throughout the week to know when they come in. So I just put down a checkbox from my shop, and then I found a little piece of washi left over on the blank slate sticker sheet. I probably would have chosen a thicker one, but that was the only one left, and I thought it looked cute anyway. And then I just put down a 3-box checklist. And then up top, I'm covering up the thankful thought with one of Erin Condren's stickers. I had been hoarding Erin Condren's sticker books, so I'm really glad that I am finally breaking them out. And you guys can see I did change out the task reminder because I actually wanted to keep track of my designs each day, because I want to try and focus on designing something new each day, even if it isn't designed to the finish. And then you guys just saw I wrote down O for orders, I for Instagram, and YT for YouTube, because I want to keep track of all of my numbers in this planner. I used to keep track of all of my numbers just monthly in my regular planner, but I think that this is going to be a better option. I always see Ruby Trub keep track of her numbers each week, and I think that that's a better option. I usually do it just every month, so it's going to be fun to see how they fluctuate from week to week. And then you guys can see I just put down one of my little coffee stickers because I had a special coffee on Monday to get me going. And then you can see I am pulling things up already. I didn't like how I wrote down answer messages, so I wanted just to cover that up and write it again, because I am such a big stickler for my own handwriting. I know it can be a lot better. So if you guys know any YouTube videos that have handwriting classes, let me know. I'd love to check them out. I did have a ton of laundry to do on Monday and a bunch of cleaning, so I'm just putting down one of my laundry stickers, and I started using Eco Nuts instead of regular laundry detergent, so I had to write down Eco Nuts number 2 because it was the second load out of 10 loads for the Eco Nuts, so I just have to keep track of the numbers before I throw them out and use other Eco Nuts. So I did have to film, edit, and upload my my regular Plan With Me on Monday for that to go live on Tuesday. So I'm going to do the same thing this week, so you guys will see my Plan As I Go on Monday, and then my regular Plan With Me will go live on Tuesday. That is just how it is going right now. I might change up the dates, but I find that Sunday is a really good filming day for me, so I might just keep it how it is for now. I also keep track of my measurements in my fitness planner, so I wanted to make sure that I reminded myself to do that and start a new fitness journal page. I do keep track of all of my health and fitness in my old planner, so I do have 3 planners now. I know it's crazy, but it has been really working for me, so I do plan on doing a video on my health and fitness planner coming up pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. And now I'm moving on to Tuesday. I'm just checking off things that I completely got done on Monday, and then I'm also filling in the sidebar with some designs that I wanted to get done throughout the week. Some of them I finished, some of them that I don't, but I like to have them all in one place so I know exactly what I want to work on this week. And then I'm moving on to my Happy Mail, things that I actually have bought, and then things that I'm expecting in the mail as well. So a couple things, like you will see the Photoshop and Illustrator I bought on Monday late in the evening, so it was a pretty spur of the moment decision, although I had been thinking about buying them for a while, and technically you don't buy them. It is a monthly fee that you have to pay for a year, so it definitely is a big purchase for me, especially since I don't know anything about either one of the programs. So you guys can see here I am putting down the little silhouette cameo because I had to do a couple of cutting orders in the morning, but then I moved on to try and teach myself a bit of Photoshop and Illustrator, and it was a humongous fail. I was so completely overwhelmed. I was like almost in tears, and I almost sent them both back because I think you have about a month in order to have the free trial, and then you don't have to pay for the full year. But I decided to get on YouTube instead and start watching videos, and unfortunately that didn't really help at all either because I spread myself too thin. I watched a ton of videos on Photoshop and Illustrator, and I think that throughout the week I realized that I was really trying to focus too much on both of the programs, and it would be better for me to just try and focus on one and then maybe move on to the other and teach myself one thing at a time. So that is definitely what I am doing now. You can see I did take a long walk to the P.O. box. That really helped to shake everything off and start fresh again when I came back. And you guys can see I wrote success because I had a wonderful moment in Illustrator when I came back. That program has been so much easier than Photoshop to me, which is a little surprising. I thought it would have been the other way around. And then I also wrote in Grace and Frankie because that is the brand new show that I am starting to watch, and I totally binge watched it almost every single night this week. I'm almost done with 2 seasons in a full week. I think I have maybe a couple more episodes left. And then on Wednesday, pretty much the only thing that I did before I went to work is teach myself Illustrator. I really wanted to get in the program and just fiddle around with things because that's what I did with the Silhouette program, and I was able to learn that pretty quickly. So I think that it is so much easier to learn Illustrator, definitely, and I'm focusing on that rather than Photoshop for now, and then eventually I'll move on to trying to teach myself Photoshop. So I did go to the post office before I went to work on Wednesday, and that has been a big thing for me. Usually I only go to the post office once a week and drop off all of my packages with my mailman. But, of course, because of Pokemon Go, the post office is a Pokestop, so I decided that I should go there before I go to work each day. And it's actually been kind of refreshing to get out of the house a little bit earlier and go to the post office. And most of the time I get myself up and go and walk there rather than drive there, and so it's a nice extra exercise that I do throughout the day on top of my normal exercises. So on Thursday, you guys can see I'm moving on there to designing. That is definitely the big day for me because Friday is my release day. So anything that I have been designing throughout the week, I usually try and finish up on Thursday so that I can have everything ready for Friday, and then that way I can just take pictures and upload them to my shop on Friday. So I'm doing a lot of printing and cutting on Thursday to make sure that I have a ton of stuff ready for the Friday releases. My shop is made to order, but I do like to do a ton of printing and cutting of my new releases. That way, if people do buy a ton, at least I have them really ready for them. I like to send out all of the orders pretty much the next day when people order them, so you guys do see a lot of times that my orders have already shipped, and that's because a lot of times I do have the stickers already there. Sometimes I don't, but even in that case, I do my orders every single day and try and print and cut as much as I can. I am looking into getting a portrait. I only have a silhouette, but I think I might get 2 extra portraits to have. That way I can do a ton more printing and cutting all at the same time, and it's not a whole day process where it kind of is now. So that takes away from a lot of the designing that I can be doing. And you guys know it is just me doing it, so I don't have anybody else helping me do it. Not now anyway. Maybe in the future I'll be able to hire somebody, but for now it is just me, and I actually really enjoy doing all of these things. Otherwise, you know, I wouldn't do it. So I am just writing down all of the releases that I had on Friday, and then I had a Riesling class before work, which was a lot of fun. I loved tasting all of the wines, and it was really refreshing because they weren't as sweet as I would have imagined. A lot of them were actually pretty off-dry Riesling, so that was really nice. And then on Friday, you guys can see that was my huge printing and cutting day because of all the new releases. I pretty much only did orders all the way up until I had to go to work. You guys can see, of course, I went to the P.O. box again, and I did try and get a little fancy with my writing this time, although I don't know how well that was. And then on the way home, I decided to stop by a bunch of Pokestops because I am almost out of balls like every single day. I don't get to go to Pokestops every day, and there's none really around me, so I actually had to go around and drive to some of the Pokestops. So I know it sounds so silly, but I think it's so much fun. I'm really only level 9, so I haven't really done a ton with the game, but I am really enjoying it, and I think it's so much fun that it's this like huge phenomenon. So if you guys are playing, definitely let me know. I would love to hear what you guys have caught. If you have any like tips for me, let me know how you get a little bit higher level, or if you can get more balls at Pokestops. I don't know anything really about the game except that it is fun to play. Now, I also put down a sticker on Saturday because my last Pop Sugar must-have box arrived. I have already had my regular boxes for over a week, but I had ordered a special box, so I wanted to do a triple Pop Sugar must-have box unboxing for you guys. So finally I can do that, and hopefully I'll be able to get that up before August starts, because that would be silly to have a late video. So yeah, hopefully that will be up for you guys this Thursday. And then I'm just finishing off Sunday. It's pretty much my me day and of course my YouTube filming day. And then in the evening I am probably going to finish off all of the Grace and Frankie shows. I am absolutely in love with the show. I'm so glad that I started watching it. If you guys have any TV recommendations, let me know, especially Netflix, because I like to watch the Netflix shows. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!